I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. I started too early. Okay, now I'm ready. Gentlemen, welcome. It's your commissioner. First week of playoffs, week 14 of the 2016 World Fantasy Football League season. Wow. My pre-playoff predictions, 100% accurate if I had picked the teams that won. So, it's all up here. But let's get right down to it, though, shall we? First game, Pirates at Groves 4B. We're just going to start with the losers. I mean, let's just get right to that. There was some pregame smack, back and forth, possibly an email from Santa. Let's just say Groves 4B, though. They jumped out to the early lead and just never let it go as they beat my team 63-35. I put up a valiant effort last night on Monday Night Football. Julian Edelman gave me 2 points. That was close. But Groves had 3 players in double digits. My team, Pirates, how many in double digits? 0. Big goose egg. Groves 4B now going to play Bloody Helmets for 9th place overall in 2016 season. And I'm going to be hosting Rafi's Revenge for 11th place. So, quite honestly, for the Pirates of the Caribbean team, this season cannot end soon enough. Also, in that same note, Rafi's Revenge, their season can't end soon enough. They traveled to Bloody Helmets, and pretty much Bloody Helmets running back Le'Veon Bell could have single-handedly won this game for the Bloody Helmets as he rushed for, get this, 236 yards, had 62 receiving yards, and rushed for 3 touchdowns. To Rafi's Revenge, though, it seemed like 30 touchdowns. So, rushed for 236, caught 62, 3 touchdowns, 41 points overall. Even with 20 points sitting on the bench for the Atlanta defense, for Rafi's, it just wouldn't have helped. I mean, I've got to believe Bloody Helmets had possibly a little divine intervention. So, that's all I can say. This team just flat out kicked ass this week. Granted, Le'Veon Bell, but if he keeps playing that way, it's unstoppable. Well, it's unstoppable at 9th place when you take on Groves 4B next week. So, then it's stoppable. Like I said, you're going to play Groves 4B for 9th next week. Rafi, you will take on my team, Pirates, for just the closure of the 2016 World Fantasy Football League season for our teams. What I fear is going to happen is our teams are going to tie. We're going to go through the tiebreaker, and it's going to come down to the coin toss. I'm going to flip the coin, and it's going to land on its edge, and neither of our teams will have clinched 11th place. It's just that type of season. Let's just get this done. So, I mean, my God. It's painful. That's what it is. So, let's get to the winning teams, though. The teams that actually are good this season. Cool Hand Luke at Practice Squad. This one, Battle of the Lundell household. I mean, you've got Martin, who I think 15 years has never won Sgt. Pepper's Cup. He's tried, but never gotten there. Well, he's been in the final, but just never clinched it. And then what happens? We get the Practice Squad, who rookie season comes in, great gonzos, my pick to win it all. And, Practice Squad beat Cool Hand Luke this week. So, in Cool Hand Luke, you had beaten the Practice Squad twice this season. You're looking for your 3rd victory, and only this time in the playoffs, and it wouldn't happen. So, you tried to get your Monday night quarterback. I'm reading, I'm sorry, but I got to have this. I don't have a teleprompter. I should get that for next year. But the Monday night quarterback comeback with Joe Flacco, but your team pulled up 6 points short and lost 53-47. There's got to be some kicking, though. I know it's Monday morning quarterbacking, but really it's Tuesday morning quarterbacking. For not playing the New York Jets, 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 running back Powell and his 21 points. Cool Hand Luke, you're now going to play, spoiler alert, points for penis. I'll get to them now next. In the consolation round, while the Practice Squad, you're going to be playing Pete Top, Kevin Bottom. Pete Top, Matt Bottom. For the McCartney Division Championship and the right to advance to the World Fantasy Football League Bowl 23 in Week 16. So, it's going to be interesting. Next game, Pete Top, Matt Bottom, and traveled to Points for P&S. And close game, only 5 points separating winner from loser. And Points for P&S, though, you certainly gave it a battle. You had Tom Brady playing on Monday night. He put up 24 points last night, Monday night. But I got some, again, Monday morning quarterbacking. But the decision to start kicker Catanzaro, I'm nose itch. I'm bad with the names, but your kicker from Arizona who had 3 points, yet Boswell, your kicker from Pittsburgh who's on your bench, his 9 points. I think it's gonna haunt your team in the offseason. So, or having 7 points from wide receiver Watkins at Buffalo sitting on the bench, while the starting receivers, plural, amounted to 0 points. So, Pete Top, Matt Bottom, you got 12 points each from running backs Miller, your wide receiver Sanders, and your flex quarterback Luck. I know I gave you some crap last week about starting a whole bunch of Denver players. Sanders, he gave you that too. So, but hey, you're going to advance and take on practice squad for the McCartney Division title, the championship, and the chance to advance to your first bowl game. Same with Cooper. I mean, we got 2 rookies advancing for the championship. So either way, we're going to have a rookie owner in World Fantasy Football League Bowl 23. So hard to believe it's 23. We're old. So we are. Getting over to the Lennon Division, Taco Corp at Bucky's son. I picked Bucky. I'm looking at the picks I made last week. We'll get to that. But I'm looking at that, and I picked Bucky. No, I picked Taco. I'm sorry. Yep. I picked Bucky. I'll get it right. I've been drinking. When you have the best record in your division, second best in the league, the last thing you want to do is lay a ginormous, and I mean ginormous, turd in the first week of the playoffs. And that's exactly what Bucky's son did. No starter, more than 3 points, except for one, your Dolphins defense. You scored a whopping 15 points in the first week of the playoffs. So Bucky's son. Unbelievable. That was so bad. I had to go into the archives, look up the little things. This is the 18th time that a fantasy football league team in our World Fantasy Football League has scored 15 or fewer points in the playoffs, and this is the lowest playoff point total since the flex player was introduced. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, didn't we just start the flex player this year? Yeah, that's what makes it even more of a ginormous turd. The most recent lower playoff total in the playoffs was Gross 4B, Bucky Son's dad, back in Week 15 of the 2005 playoffs. So it seems kind of fitting that Bucky Son's dad was the one that scored that one, and then Bucky Son scores 15 points this week. So I know I haven't mentioned Taco Corp a lot this week. Taco Corp is just going right under the radar. They're being silent. They're stealthy. 2-time defending champ. They're one of the Final Four teams, ladies and gentlemen. And I say that ladies, meaning Matt, mostly. They just find a way to win. So I don't know what it is. But we still have yet to see pictures of Christina in the green jacket. When Matt and I stopped over there earlier on in the season, she had the green jacket on, but clothed. I'm just saying. So Taco Corp's going to face the Legacy. Sorry, spoiler alert, because I haven't gotten to them yet. To play for the third straight World Fantasy Football League title. Nobody has won 3 in a row. 3. I had wrong fingers. 3 in a row. So Chad tried it, but I beat him a few years ago. Stop that. Steve, you got 2 in a row. Are you going to keep the jacket for a third year and the Pepper Cup? We shall see. That brings us to the last game in the Lennon Division, the Legacy at Weapons of Mass Destruction. Remember when Weapons was a great team? I mean, they had everything going for them. Wins galore, looked like the team to run away with the league title. Most points scored, all that, blah, blah, blah. Then Cooper came along, and the practice squad overtook him for best record. But Weapons, there was something in the last 3 regular season weeks that just happened because they went 1-5. So something has happened. I don't know what it is. A rape? I'm not sure. I don't know. Chad, what has happened? to your team. Painful rectal itch. I'm going to go with that excuse. The Legacy entered the playoffs, though, with a 3-game losing streak, so it really was a crapshoot. Again, using the turd and crap analogy. Bucky's on with their giant turd. This one, the crapshoot as to who would win this game. I had picked Weapons of Mass Destruction. I thought that in the playoffs, Chad was going to come through. They were going to get it. But, like the WMDs during the Bush administration, just not to be found. I looked at it too. The Legacy, you beat Weapons by 17 points. And looking at the bench, okay, I did a lot of research on this. Weapons could have tied if they switched out their running back, their wide receiver, who gave them 0 points, and their defense. They would have tied, and then Weapons would have won the tiebreaker. So, but since you didn't do that, again, Tuesday morning quarterbacking, Legacy, you're going to host Taco Corp for the Lennon Division Championship. So the top 2 teams in the Lennon Division, they're out. Bucky, Sun, and Weapons. So your 3rd and 4th ranked team, they're advancing. This could be for the Legacy. They're hoping to advance, though, to their 2nd bowl game in 4 years. Remember back in WFF Bowl 20, back in 2013, they won it. And in 21 and 22, Taco Corp has won it. So let's see what happens. So, Steve, you're our last hope. You are like the elder statesman of the Final Four. So, because we got all these young pups in the championship. So that's all I gotta say. Now let's get to my picks, okay? And again, I may have made some errors. I've highlighted them, okay? I picked Paulie, P-top, Matt Bottom, advanced. Okay. I had these 2 wrong down here. I'm trying to point and look at this anyways. But, Taco beat Bucky, okay? I didn't think Bucky, again, turd, giant turd. Weapons, I didn't expect you to lose to the Legacy, but you did. So, Legacy, props on that one. I'm picking the Legacy over Taco. Steve, your team has been up and down. You have the worst record advancing of these 4 teams. Nothing against you. I respect your ownership decisions. I'm going with the youth, the Legacy. And I still got practice squad advancing out of the McCarty. Still got practice winning this. I had Groves and us switching. I do predict me to beat Rafi's. I think this week's high scores from Rafi's, it's an anomaly. You know what I just noticed too? This is like one of those 80s boom boxes that I'm carrying. Remember those big ass things that had like 8 AA batteries, or whatever they were, the humongous ones that you get at Radio Shack. But anyhow, I got Bloody taking 9th, Groves, you're in 10th. I'll take 11th, and Rafi's going to be last place. So, you know what? I could be wrong. I mean, I was this week, so who knows? I was only wrong this week, though, in that I picked the wrong teams. If I had picked the right teams, I would have been 100% correct. So, go figure. Gentlemen, the CBS Sportsline website has been updated with the teams that are going to be taking place, the games, and again, we've got P-Top Kevin Bottom at the practice squad for the McCartney Division Championship, Taco at the Legacy for the Lennon Division Championship. Winners then play in Week 16 for the championship game. We do play out 1st through 12th place. So next week in Week 15, it's the final week of games for Rafi's, Pirates, Groves, and Bloody Helmets. So those 4 teams will be done after next week. The other 8 teams, though, will be playing into Week 16. So there's only 2 more weeks, 2 more playoff weeks. And it's really anybody's pick. I mean, practice squad, can you do it? Can you do it? Pressure's on you. So, gentlemen, from the Commissioner's office, as always, I bid you adieu, and I hope you have a great off time in the week. Whatever. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Get the hell out of here. I can't even turn the damn thing off.